Fight fans all over the world, it's Daddy Pete with Slap Happy Gorilla. What? At the O2 Arena in London, England, Anthony Joshua over Jermaine Franklin by unanimous decision. Lesson. Anthony Joshua has improved to 25-3 with 22 KOs. The 6'6" Briton fought very well. He did control the fight. He did land jabs. He did, with this particular fight, I will say, it was a safe fight. Jermaine Franklin is not a pushover by any means at all. But Jermaine Franklin is not one that's going to really come after you in a fight where he's going to take a lot of chances. And that's proven to me with that loss to Dylan White. It was a very competitive fight. It ended in a majority decision. That was in November of 2022. If Jermaine Franklin would have took chances in different spaces in that fight, he probably could have won it, but he's not the type of guy that's going to take a lot of chances, It doesn't seem to me. That's my opinion. But Anthony Joshua did fight well against Jermaine Franklin. He did control the fight. It basically was a shutout. He won every round. I can't remember any round that you could say that Jermaine Franklin dominated. So Anthony Joshua did land a lot more. He landed, his total shots landed was 117 of 376. Jermaine Franklin threw a lot more. He threw 426 punches. He only landed 58. So Anthony Joshua landed at 31%. Jermaine Franklin landed at close to 14%. But jabs, Anthony Joshua landed 57 jabs. Jermaine Franklin landed 21. He more than doubled him in the jab department. And in power shots, he landed 39%, close to 40%, and Jermaine Franklin only landed 20%. So he basically doubled him in power shots landed as well, percentage-wise. So, he dominated every aspect of the fight. Something that Derek James said at the post-press conference is that he stuck to the game plan and he controlled just about every aspect of the fight, which is true. And this equaled a safe win for Anthony Joshua. But where does Anthony Joshua go from here? He did, after the fight, say that he would like to fight Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. But the thing about it is he emotionally, I wouldn't say emotionally, but is he mentally ready for a fight of those magnitudes? I think that Anthony Joshua's name has far exceeded him now. And he's in a place now where I believe he needs to reinvent himself. And I believe that Derek James is the guy to help him do that. But how fast will that happen? The maturation process in this relationship, how will that happen? I don't know what would be a good fight for him going forward. But like I said, I'm not sure if he's mentally ready for a Fury or Wilder fight. However, a Fury or Wilder fight would be two big fights for him, But my personal opinion, I think he needs to take another fight, someone that would push him a little bit more. And I think that he could, win in a fight like that with taking on someone that would push him to a little more of his limits, would mentally prepare him for potentially a Deontay Wilder fight or something. But the thing about it is Anthony Joshua is back in the win column, and Derek James still working with him, I believe, is a plus for him. But as far as reinventing himself, man, people do it all the time. I've said that about other boxers and other platforms that's kind of criticized me for it, but athletes do it all the time. Michael Jordan came back from 2 knee injuries. The second time, he wasn't the guy that was dunking on people when he first came into the league. He's always had a 3-point shot. He proved that in college, winning one of the most important games of his career by buzzer beater 3-pointer. But he had to come to that a little bit more. And you can tell he practiced that a little bit more, even setting records for in one. I think that was in the playoff game. He set a record for most threes in a quarter. And that just showed that he worked on that a lot more. He would also do that fadeaway jump shot. He took that shot a lot more. And, he sharpened his arsenal to become, a premier shooter. Either it was a pull-up, fadeaway, or a 3-pointer. And, that's the type of athlete he became to compete at the highest level in his sport. To continue to be a scoring titleist, to continue to be a champion, win championships in his sport. He did it. And, by reinventing himself, he was successful. Someone in the same sport as Anthony Joshua, Floyd Mayweather. When he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he scored more knockouts. He became Money Mayweather. He was more of a defensive fighter, but that still knew how to incorporate his offense enough to win fights in a fashion that would separate himself. And a lot of people, look at Floyd Mayweather as, they don't really remember the Pretty Boy Floyd. But hey, I commend him for reinventing himself and becoming someone that could still compete at the highest level in his sport and still be a champion, at doing it. If you look at the work he did against, as Money Mayweather, against people like Canelo Alvarez, against Miguel Cotto, some people compare him to Manny Pacquiao with the Cotto fight, but Manny Pacquiao fought Cotto at a lower weight class, and also Floyd Mayweather, he fought Cotto at 154, and he still fought him in a way that was, he was somewhat defensive, but he was very offensive in that fight as well. If you get a chance, go back and watch that Miguel Cotto Floyd Mayweather fight, and you will see how Floyd reinvented himself, but still was a force to be reckoned with in his sport. So, it is very possible for Anthony Joshua. I just brought up those points to say that, man, he can reinvent himself. And I believe that's the only way he's going to be successful moving forward in his career. He can still be, I don't know if getting that fire back to be the boxer he was that beat Vladimir Klitschko, who got off the mat to knock out Vladimir Klitschko. I don't know if he's ever going to be that fighter again. But after he lost to Andy Ruiz, even that next fight, when he came back to rematch Andy Ruiz, he was a different fighter. But I don't know if that fighter can contest at the highest level of the sport, fighting names like Fury and Wilder. He has to really reinvent himself, I believe. And I do believe that Derrick James is a step in the right direction. But anyway, tell me what you think in the comment section. This is Daddy P with Slap Happy Gorilla. Go ahead and slap that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. I appreciate all of the new subscribers, all of the subscribers that's been here from the beginning. I salute you. I appreciate you. And I promise you, you will not be disappointed, as we will incorporate some things even to the point of winning prizes on this channel. And I think I got a fight that we can start with, but I'm not going to speak too soon. I'm kind of still holding out to see if we're going to get an announcement for Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. If we do, I would like to get this money for that fight where someone will have an opportunity to win $100. But I'm just going to hold out for that. If we don't get announcement soon, then I think I do have a fight that we can do it for coming up this summer. But don't miss out. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button for me. This is Daddy P signing off.